Iron Bowl week, just kind of, talk about what this rivalry means and how y'all are feeling heading into this.
This game is obviously, a big game for the state, and it means a lot to a lot of people, so it means a lot to us as well. But our attitude towards this week is going to be the same as we've gone the last 11 weeks. We're going to prepare like we always do the same things that we do in practice. Nothing's going to change. The intensity has always been there, and obviously, the team knows what this game means, so there's going to be a great atmosphere this entire week through our practice and preparation and carrying to Saturday.
What about things with the offensive line, how they've been going, and how important do you think it is to be able to establish the run game this Saturday?
It's huge. They always have a front seven that are pretty big, and that's what they pride themselves in is make negative plays. So we took that as a goal for us as an offensive line. That this week we really have to move the ball downfield. We got TJ back this week, so anytime he's in the backfield, it definitely it's to our advantage. So with that, and then give Blake time in the passing game to hit our wide receivers downfield, and if we do that the way we can and the way we know how to, we'll be fine.
Tyron Jones got a lot more running time last week. What have you seen from him so far this season, and how's he progressing?
He got a great opportunity. Obviously some guys went down, and he just went in there like that, and it wasn't. There wasn't a scared look on his face. It was, this is my job. This is what I love to do. This is football. He went in there and really hit the holes, and it was great. The kid really runs hard, and I think he's progressing a lot as a player.
And then Austin Shepard having to move over to the other side of the line during the game. What being a senior, what have you seen out of him, and how is he able to do that?
I mean, you look, a lot of guys are getting hurt. It's just football. That's how it is. But Austin, he's done a great job. Obviously, I think all year, we've been practicing a little bit. Just contingency plans for if something goes down. Who would go in there, and he's been working a little left tackle, especially when Cam got hurt against. I can't remember who it was, but ever since then he's been working just a little left tackle just in case, because it definitely changes when you get a flip it in your mind, from going from right to left, but. He's done a great job, especially all week, and I think the coaches and the players have the most respect with him and the most trust that he's going to get the job done. And Grant Hill, when Shepard went down against Texas A&M, he came in and did a great job. He had two key blocks to keep the drive moving. So it's just really key when an offensive line can have guys like that step in and really make a difference when guys get hurt.
Blake stepped up with some pretty big drives, on the offense as a whole. Looking back at the beginning of this season, just talk about the progression of him and kind of the offense in general, just how you guys have progressed.
Anytime a new quarterback comes in, I think it's obviously a challenge. Just because the natural built-in leadership role they have to take, and I think through the season, Blake has progressed on and off the field as a leader, and I think you can tell that even if you ask anybody on the team, in the locker room or anywhere around that. It's just a different persona he's taken on himself, and everybody loves him. He's a great guy, a great teammate to be around, and obviously carries on to the field.
He just seems so poised out there. Is that how you guys feeling?
Yeah, it's not like you look at him. Some of those key third down drives where we really have to get this score. It's not he's not freaking out back there. It's just he's getting the call. He's going through all of his reads, and poise like that calms everybody else down, the offensive line and the entire offense. So. Have a guy like that back there with the composure that he does is it's great.
Just talk about how important it's going to be to kind of come out and strike first.
Yeah, absolutely. They got a pretty good offense, and we have to obviously take control of the ball. Put together great drives and keep our defense off the field. The more time that we can waste, I don't want to say waste, but the more time we can control as an offense, really finish our drives down there in the red area, the more successful we're going to be.
Obviously, you grew up in Big Ten country in Ohio. Did you hear about the Iron Bowl a lot growing up, and how does it compare to, say, in Ohio State, Michigan?
Yeah, I guess I didn't really pay attention to a whole lot of out the SEC football when I was growing up. It was more you get the Big Ten network up there. You got Big East schools. So there's a lot of schools up there that a lot of guys root for, and I was kind of follow the Ohio State Michigan game, but that wasn't that big to me. I just didn't really know a whole lot about the Alabama-Auburn game, so I got down here in 2010 for a visit, and I think that was a game that a lot of people wish they could forget on the Alabama side. And obviously, they came back and won in the second half, but ever since then, the game has been just progressing and progressing, and it's really just the atmosphere that it brings, between the state and how much it means to a lot of people.
Obviously the crowd for the Mississippi State game was pretty rowdy.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good scene. How much of a help is that to the team? And,
I mean, it's great.
What do you think about this week?
Our sidelines that are, been, bringing so much energy to the game. I think, with those two factors coming together, it really makes it special. And, especially on offense, you hear the crowd getting pumped up, and, the sidelines are rooting for you. With those two factors going, it really builds momentum for the rest of the game.
Good, man. Thank you.